How is there such a fuss about homosexuality being a sin? Yet one of the deadly sins is gluttony, and that hasn't fazed the 40% obesity rate. And rising. In the US, people pick and choose rules like they're buying apples at the grocery store. Obese people are very good at debating. They have more weight behind their arguments. The concept of 7 deadly sins arises from a book written by a monk in the 4th century. The sin of homosexuality derives directly from Leviticus chapter 18 verse 22. I'm not judging, just answering Op's question. Obesity is not a sin, but it may be the result of gluttony. Because of religious zealots are hypocrites. What's ironic is that the very next law after the one against homosexuality is the death sentence for adulterers. That's pretty rich for people like Trump. I think you're confusing Dante's Divine Comedy with the Bible. Because greed has teamed up with gluttony. Greed for money equals advertising fatty products equals today. Rules for thee but not for me. Splinters and planks. If it came to finger pointing, we would all be in hell. Homophobes aren't homophobic because they're religious. They're homophobes because they're morons, cunts. Religion is a convenient but fairly transparent excuse to hide behind. Because the USA is thriving off of the 7 deadly sins to stay alive. It's how we have the economy. Needless work. And unifiable voids. Don't blame them though. Let people do what they want. Susan B. Anthony said it best, I distrust people who know so well what God wants them to do. Because I notice it always coincides with their own desires. The deadly sins are only a thing for Catholics. Plenty of other religions that don't care. Is it really only 40%? I'm surprised it's not higher, to be honest. I don't think the solution to homophobia is bag that fat people. Men have been fucking men forever. Because most of the religious people in the US are just using it as a way to justify their shitty beliefs. That's the great thing about being a bigot. You get to cherry-pick the parts of the Bible you want to follow. 7 deadly sins is a concept completely made up and fabricated by the Roman Catholic Church. There is no mention of anything even similar to 7 deadly sins in the Bible. Because homophobia is a thing you know. The religion is just an excuse to justify their hate. Why is this in Ask Reddit? Is this a genuine question? 7 deadly sins are not based on the Bible. Homosexuality is mentioned in the Bible. Because gluttony isn't a deadly sin according to the Bible. Nothing is. Except blasphemy. The idea of 7 deadly sins is a man-made idea. Not found in the Bible. Hard to be a closeted fat person shrugging light skin tone. Hypocrisy is one of the founding pillars of all religions. Do you really just notice that religious people are fucking hypocrites? Could be because anyone who believes in the Bible is a bit dim. Because religion is hypocritical as fuck. Just a point of interest, the 7 deadly sins are not mentioned in the Bible. We learned it from you. They don't like the idea of other people having more fun than them. Some people just live to eat. Pretty sure most of humanity will burn in hell forever. At least if the Bible is true. There is also a fuss about gluttony. It's disgusting. And except for some insane bleeding heart politics, it's widely considered a health crisis. If you haven't noticed. Because it's more convenient for them that way. So is sloth. Fat people go to hell confirmed. Fair-weather Christians using portions of the Bible. There are so many contradictions it would be hard to follow every letter without conflict. Stand by for butthurt people. Gluttony isn't a sin the way you think it is. If I'm not wrong, it's only a sin if the excess consumption of food leaves none for the needy. The bigger question is, why do PPL look to a mysterious sky wizard that doesn't exist for their morals? Because the 7 deadly sins aren't from the Bible. Because _big food _ doesn't want you to find out. Because of cherry-picking things that line up with their shitty self-righteous attitude. Well, obviously they're not gonna be bashing sins they commit themselves. If they're straight, homophobia doesn't affect them. Mostly hypocrisy with a dash of cherry-picking. Rules for thee but not for me. People will throw this up to health problems, genetics, etc. Overeating is someone's own problem, but when 2 people love each other, that wields real power. This is what they're afraid of. How is homosexuality such a fuss? Bro, like 99% of people are okay with it, and like every corporation jerks themselves off when they turn their logo rainbow. Religion is stupid, so are we for believing. Christians are dumb. They only use what they want out the Bible. I was kicked out of churches for saying things like this. It's easier to lose weight than stop being gay. Cherry-picked virtue. Because people are stupid hypocrites. I miss our fat people hate. Denial, asterisk, I'm absolutely not a glutton. I'm just a big growing 40-year-old boy with big bones. Now pass me the mayonnaise. This salad is a little dry, asterisk. People will use religion to justify anything. I live in India, and in some areas people are literally beaten to death if they are accused of eating beef. Because religion is a cover for hate. They all profess love, but it doesn't count unless you're from the same tribe or cult. Because church has nothing to do with actual faith or religion. Homosexuality can't be monetized. Attacks on conservatives or Christians equals karma farm. It's hard to follow logic when it's all made up. Stand by for butthurt people. Because man made God in his image and not the other way around. Leoned can't believe you are the first person to ever spot hypocrisy in a population that has never ever been hypocritical. You really got them. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.